this is Cypher
Oh, I think I just got blinded. What a way to start the video.
Yay! We are Everquest Project 1999 with AC Gamer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode.
And Hydra Inc.
What's up, everybody? It's Flubug, the troll shaman.
And we are here
Sorry.
in Guck.
Upper Guck, yeah.
Upper Guck for the win.
Now, I'm just here for support. Make sure these crazy ogres and trolls aren't dying.
These crazy kids. Crazy coops.
It's easy to get out of hand in this zone, though, man. This zone can be vicious if you let it be.
I'll take the frost rift, my friend.
Are you gonna die?
Nuke myself. I did just nuke myself.
I was gonna say, yeah, you took some damage there, man.
That was me.
And you will be healed.
I would say stuff, but I might offend somebody. What does that ever bring me?
This room has been cleansed.
The demons have come out.
What was that? The poltergeist, right? When she's at the very end, that little lady, she was like, "This house has been cleansed."
I think that was one of the scary movies or something, if I'm not mistaken, dude.
It wasn't the poltergeist, the one where the kid gets sucked into the TV?
It might have been the little old.
It was poltergeist.
Yeah, the little lady. I mean, I don't remember what her name was, but she was in a lot of movies back then.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
It's a good movie, man. You remember the swimming pool they were building or digging in the backyard, and at the very end there was like skeletons in it or something that come out?
Dude, I need some snake scales, guys. Anybody got some snake scales on them?
Oh yeah, I always keep a whole bunch of those.
Oh, cool, dude. Can I have some?
You say that jokingly, but I know you.
I keep a lot of stuff, but snake scales, unfortunately, not normally something I keep in that little arsenal of...
I would expect that you would carry snake scales and bat wings for your fellow shaman, druids, and wizards.
I had no idea anybody even used snake scales. Like, what is that for?
You have a shaman, dude. That's for that's for an AC buff.
And an AC buff as well.
I have a shaman. Yeah, I have a shaman, but I know jack about them.
Scale skin. It would be. What is this? Why are you trying to give me stuff?
I don't know. You might be able to use it.
Let's see.
So you can't cast the buff without snake scales.
Yep.
Even at higher level, like when you're level 50 or 60, you're still gonna need those.
Yep. I mean, that's pretty much how it works because I know druids always have to have fish scales. Why do I keep attacking myself?
Huh.
Because?
Well, then I'm gonna have to get some.
You should just assist the man.
That's what I'm doing, but for some reason, I keep going back onto my myself somehow. I think it's my mouse.
I like it when he hits himself, because then I can be like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. This is why he has one eye missing right now.
Yeah, I left my wireless mouse at home, guys, so I'm having to use this old, I didn't realize that it was in this bad of shape, dude. It's really in bad shape. I'm not going to go into details about how bad the shape of it is, but, it's
and he
definitely needs assistance.
Left his heart in Kentucky, too. We're killing alligators.
Oh, okay.
What about Kentucky?
That sounds familiar.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Holy crap, I DM'd a spell, dude. Let me get right on that.
You, sir, are...
Lazy? Yes, I am.
Crazy?
He's just like, I'll let the other guy do it.
Fury, feel like can't. Strengthen. You need strengthen for sure, right? Do you need dexterous, or do you think? You can't proc, so you don't really need dex.
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think dex is going to help you with anything else, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and use the sentry as health. As a heal for me.
Yeah, if I had that venomous axe of, wonder, whatever it was on the third word on that one, but that weapon is absolutely amazing for warriors. I hear it procs at level 1. So if I had that, I definitely would use the dex, but...
Cannot see my target. Yay.
Are you kidding me?
What's that? He's running.
Oh, he's keeping me from casting because I'm in water for some reason. Trolls and ogres.
Okay, Goggin, I'm assisting you. Well, you need some heals, man. Let me heal you.
Well, I got the necro heal on me. It's just that crocodile is hard, man.
There you go.
He has a lot of hit points.
Do you know what level he was?
No, he was red. Doesn't really tell you how red he was, but I was able to kill him. So, within my range of doing damage.
Okay.
You've got some kind of buff on you that's not allowing my inner fire to work.
Yeah, I got skin like steel.
Okay,
me?
From a drake.
Okay, I knew it was something like that.
We're gonna go kill spiders.
We can put whatever you want
yes.
to kill, dude.
Oh, we got crocs right here.
Go ahead and kill that croc.
You sure? I'm only at 43.
Yep, I am going to pull him, and then I'll heal you.
I'm gonna drowsy him, so he'll be on me.
Now, normally I zoom out so that we can see a better view, but this guy's so fat.
I think he's just pleasantly plump, dude.
All you see is the backside of him, man. It's
Is that the beginning of a
He's
joke?
just big bone, guys.
it's
Just big bone. He does
two
what he
ogres walking to a bar.
All right, giggity giggity goo.
I don't know if you would say they walk. It'd be more like they stomp.
Yeah,
They-
definitely be a waddle.
They
yeah.
thump. They destroy the bar by walking by it. This guy's it's a different way of playing. I had no idea they were like this. If I did, I would have been a lot more kind to players who had to deal with this, and not always complain about them getting stuck in walls and corridors and blocking things. You know, like they can't help it. They can't help it, guys.
Yeah, but with all that power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Well, you know, of not blocking a doorway so
Okay.
people can't get by it.
Don't pull those.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we'll pull all of
that's
them.
deep red, yeah.
Give me a second. I want to go ahead and make macros so I can target both of you. Target G.
Guys, there's a rune of scale on this crocodile, guys. Hey,
Snag
guys,
it, man. Snag it.
Guys, it's no drop. I don't want it.
Your guy
Now,
looks a lot
suppose
smaller.
there's a troll. There's a couple of troll quests that we can do to gain faction, like simple quests too, like collect a certain amount of this and a certain amount of that, and turn it into certain trolls inside the of Grob, and you can raise your faction with the trolls. Now, I don't necessarily know what those quests are, guys. It's something that I want to look up, but have yet to have done so because I have little time for my internet access, and I'm usually making videos. But if you guys know about anything about that, please leave it in the comment section below so we can learn.
Okay, how's health? Okay, I'll go ahead
pretty
and
good.
hit you, and then I'll go ahead and pull.
Now, do one of y'all know anything about it?
No, to be honest, I've never played a troll or an ogre, so their areas are pretty unknown to me. Other than the fact that my Shadow Knight, my Dark Elf in the old days, used to come over here to the cities every once in a while and kind of bank there and do things of that sort. But no, I never did any quests for them. Quests were not a huge thing back in the day. It was all about grinding out your levels, you know.
And grouping and grinding. Yeah, I remember that, dude. I mean, that's why it always fascinates me. Like our friend James, he knows so many quests and he does so many quests and stuff like that. And it's always been interesting to me. Always been like something that I would, I'm kind of jealous. I want to know that stuff and be able to do those quests myself.
I probably would have done as many quests as he likes to do back in the day, because at the time I wanted to try out all those quests. I wanted to get the good loot, and those are really good places to do that. But nobody had any information on it, I should say. It was just go randomly hail an NPC and see if he gives you any text, and then see what kind of information you might be able to get out of him. And it would leave you on a cliff. They'll just kind of like go off into this weird way and get me some stuff. I'm not going to be too specific on what items I want you to get me, nor am I too specific on how many of them I want you to get or where they're at. So like you had to know the game really well. Oh, I need to get heart spider eggs. Well, where are those guys at? And how many eggs do I need?
Right.
So nowadays you can go on the wiki and you can look it up and you'd be like, okay, I need these and these, and this is where it spawns, and these are the spawn times, and this is the loot that may be dropping off in the nearby creatures, and this is what triggers this. All that information's there for you. But in the old days, none of that was there. Like it was complicated.
That's true, but whenever I made my ogre on here, I actually just walked around asking what's going on, what quests are available, and that's a poison on you.
Yeah.
And just asked what was going on, and found like a weapon quest for warriors that you can actually keep turning it in and make a good amount of money pretty fast.
Oh yeah, there were a few. I'm not saying there weren't any that you could figure out, but I'm just saying there was more than enough that if you went in there and you started picking up like all the quests, or When I say pick up, I mean going in there and learning the beginning parts of the quest in a zone. You could go through a good 30 or 40 before you finally find at least one that you could even do. I remember High Pass being that way. I went through all the NPCs in High Pass, and I couldn't find one that I was actually able to complete. So I think at that point I was just like, okay, this is definitely not the route for me. I'm getting more experience and I'm leveling up faster and getting some really good loot just by going in groups and going into dungeons. I don't necessarily need to go the experience route with Quest, but they were very interesting to try out. When you got bored doing a dungeon, you could go back and do a quest. You know, like that was the change of pace, give you something to kind of experiment with, because they almost none of them were go off, get me something within the same zone, go off and kill like 10 creatures in the same zone and return back to me like they eventually became in EverQuest 2. In EverQuest 1, it was like go off, get me an item. That item usually was 5 or 6 zones away from where you were at, if not more. Sometimes on another continent, and a higher level zone as well.
That was a bad idea.
Did you pull a whole bunch?
No. I almost pulled the wrong one. All right,
guys. One of the things I wanted to let you guys know about this week. This is going to be a week of alts for me. I'm gonna play every one of my alts. You guys are gonna see one a day. Now tomorrow is Saturday. Tonight is Friday. It's been a long work week for me, guys. So, but I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping to be able to keep my word and stream tomorrow because it's Saturday. And me and AC have been talking about trying keeping a schedule where we stream every Saturday, and so I'm hoping that we will be able to do that. What do you think about that, AC?
You know, schedule-wise, we try to do as many videos as we can, guys. We want to do at least one a day for our videos. The Twitch thing is kind of like a bonus thing we kind of have in our head, that it's our way of touching base with you guys live. So if you want to come out and join us there, you can ask us questions, you can be part of the videos, and eventually some of them will get transferred over to YouTube as well, so that you can watch those if you weren't able to make them. But, you know, those are really just like kind of a bonus thing. But we do want to try to create some semblance of a schedule. I just hope that you guys will bear with us if things, you know, pop up. And I know you guys will, because you've already left comments before in the past saying, you know, real life stuff comes first. And, you know, I agree with you guys, you know, 100%. You know, when stuff like that happens, you do got to take care of family. You got to take care of whatever's going on. And we'll get back to it as soon as we can. But yes, Saturdays and Sundays are days that we're going to try to do the streaming as much as possible, but we may not always make it. I love it, though. I love it. It's fun, man. You know, it's interesting to hear what people have to say as you're doing a video, because they add to the commentary, too. You know, when we're sitting there just joking it up, they're throwing in their own jokes and they're throwing in their own comments. And I don't know, it adds a little spice to it that, you know, the more the merrier is the same way I look at it in groups. The more people you have, the better the group is usually going to be. And the same way with the videos, man. The more you get in there, the better off it's going to be. I think the only, you know, downside to throwing a lot of people in there is when you have Skype. When you get more than like 6 or 7 people on a call, man, it is chaos, dude. There's no semblance of like order when that's going on. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to have, you know, people on chat instead of on the actual, you know, Skype call, and just like kind of be able to read what they're saying when you have a break in conversation. Like you can kind of go over and be like, oh, okay, yeah, they're talking about this. Let's you know, discuss Pantheon for a little while, which is something you were actually doing just before we started the video. One of your viewers left some comments, right?
Yeah, they left a comment on the lore, which I found fascinating. They gave us a little bit of the backstory of some of the individual races that are that they're planning to use, and I was really fascinated by a couple of them, like the Archai and the gnome, you know. And yeah, so I mean, it's exciting to hear stuff like that. It's exciting to hear that the gnomes actually used to live on a planet before they lived on another planet where their sun or their star was actually inside their own planet. Their own planet was huge, and so they lived in tunnels underneath the ground where they could interact with the light from the star. I think that's fascinating, guys. I love hearing stuff like that. It's freaking amazing. Makes me even more excited about the game coming out in the future and being able to play it.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, something I never really thought about, as far as when you have a game that you're creating yourself, you got to create that lore, you know, you got to create that constant, you know, storyline that's going to drive the character's development. Did you no, you feigned, okay. Yeah, you create that, you know, character development that needs to grasp people's attention and grab their minds and get that imagination going. That story that you just said, that's pretty cool, man. Living like in the core because that's where the light is. That is interesting. I like that. Oh, congrats, man.
Congrats.
Wow, level 8. Very nice. Yeah, I totally agree with you, AC. You know, I'm a sucker for RPGs, and that just gives that RPG element. When I know the backstory of something, it actually, you know, if they do it correctly, like with the gnomes, man, that makes me want to play a gnome, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just to have that kind of background and have that kind of history with your race, that you came from another planet that had a sun inside of the planet. That's just, in my opinion, that's a good story. It's good writing.
You know, beyond that, though, it allows people to get behind the character and kind of embrace it for what they think it might actually be based off of the history that that character has. So if you look at like the big debate people have versus like DC and Marvel, it's because of those characters. People, when they watch those movies, they're just like, you know, this is what I always thought the character would look like. This is the way I thought the character would act, because I read all the comic books, and they kind of, you know, that's the way they reacted in the comic books. I want to see it in the movie, you know, and it's only because they put that effort into the backstory that people were so passionate about it. And the same thing is, you know, can be said for video games. You look at, you know, like Mass Effect. Mass Effect is one of my all-time favorite games out there that's single player, and the storyline in it is so rich that you see when you go to Comic-Con, you almost always will see, or a game convention, you almost always will see several Mass Effect characters there, because people have grasped onto those guys. You know, they have grasped onto the leadership, the vulnerabilities that these characters have, and they've kind of inspired them in some way. And, you know, that's not easy to do. That's definitely something that's challenging, to make a character that's not cheesy, that's not, you know, overly done and not overly complicated. And the storyline of them living inside a planet, not only does that conjure, you know, what the characters might actually look like, but it might, you know, kind of conjures in my mind how they might react to certain situations. You know, like, yeah, they got light within the inside, but man, can you imagine being trapped in the inside of a planet, or just, you know, being in the inside of the planet because that's where all the light was, and then being able to go on the outside and seeing the stars for the very first time? You know, like you might actually be, because there's a name for it, I can't think of what it is, the reverse of being claustrophobic, which is to be going out into the open after you've been, you know, so used to, ingrained into being in, you know, closed quarters, basic, you know, claustrophobic conditions. That is probably something I would assume they would suffer from, you know, never having wide open areas like that. Or, I mean, even underground, even if you had these huge open areas, it would never even come close to what you would have going on the surface of a planet, you know?
So AC, I just wanted to interject, guys. I hate to interrupt our conversation because I'm actually fascinated by it. But for all you warriors out there, guys, I don't know what your switch between enemy buttons is, AC, but I've got mine set to tab, and Q is still my attack. Guys, if you're a warrior, the best thing you can do is tab and Q. Tab and Q, you don't have to target anything, especially if you're the main assist, tab and Q. There are certain situations where you actually have to pick out the enemy that you want to fight next. Like, you might want to get casters, you know, before melee types and stuff like that. But if, like, when Orgal pulled that mob, all I had to do was hit tab and Q, because I've got it set up exactly like Thum, and it makes it so much easier to quickly get on the target and quickly be able to tab it. You know, and you know, right there, I'm already on the target. Just 2 simple clicks of a button. I don't know what system you're using there, so you might, you know, but I just wanted to share that with you because it makes a warrior's life easier, in my opinion, my friend.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, tab for me was always the backup. I actually, if I was in a zone for a while, I would use /target and then the creatures. So I would have, you know, 5 or 6 buttons. So I could target wizards, I could target shamans.
Ooh, so you had hot buttons.
Yeah, I mean, you know, later on when they added the hot buttons, obviously at the very beginning you had to use just your cursor or the tab. I think F8 did the exact same thing or something along those lines, where you could cycle through the mobs. But, you know, actually being able to target a wizard was, you know, just kind of a godsend, really, because instead of like, oh, I need to tab through all of these guys, I'm wasting a little bit of time here, I can just grab the nearest wizard, start jumping on that guy, grab the nearest shaman, start jumping on that guy, and just go to town.
Full plat, my brother. Full
Oh,
plat.
thank you, man.
Should be looting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jades are 4 plat, right, guys?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Know.
I just looted one myself. I'm pretty sure that the Jade is 4 platinum.
You are getting experience.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you getting experience?
I'm
Yeah.
getting mass. I already leveled right
Yeah.
before the video started, and look at this, guys. I'm 1 kill away from leveling.
I've got a yellow. I've got a yellow from those last 2 kills, dude.
This is amazing experience, man. Amazing.
I've changed my tactics. I am now in power level mode.
Yeah, you're doing fantastic. Actually, describe to us what you're doing, so the guys at home, if they ever want to, power level with the Necro, and they're like, "How are you doing that? Like, what spells are you using?"
I'm going ahead and my spells are all out of whack at the moment, but to pull, I use Shadow Vortex. It's the highest aggro spell that I have currently.
And it lowers their AC too.
Yes, and once they get here, I throw Dooming Darkness, Leech, and Boil Blood. Once they get down to about 30% or 40%, because they're going to start dying faster now, I'm going to start Fade Deathing. And you may take a little bit of damage, but I'm going to throw Shadow Compact on you before I Fade Death.
Nice.
You get on my boss, brother?
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Okay, I think you should have 5 on you.
I got Strengthen, and I got Feet Like Cat, and in about a half a second, my Skin Like Steel is about to fade, because it's flashing right now. But yeah, guys, if you're watching on my channel or on Hydros' channel, and you want to see exactly what Cypher's doing, he's recording what's going on his, so you can see from his point of view, which is why we like to do these videos. I mean, you see from a Warrior's point of view when Thuum's playing, and you see from mine when a Cleric's playing, and when Cypher's with us, depending on who he brings with him, you can see a completely and totally different point of view. And, that can be drastic. Warrior's point of view is completely different from a caster or a cleric. Cleric is really just sitting in the background, getting an overall view of the group spot.
I need to fade out.
There
Yeah,
you
we're
go.
killing a lot faster now, man.
Heck yeah. Ooh, 7?
I was.
You're dotting, aren't you?
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
I'm doing about 60 damage per tick.
You might actually only need to cast 1 dot. And, we'll kill a little slower, but you'll save mana and you won't have to med as much.
I haven't had to sit down yet.
Oh, okay.
That's Over Club, yeah. That club's got like plus 12 strength on it. Good one over there.
Yeah, right.
Plus 12 strength, man. Seriously.
I'm looking at it right now.
Damage 12 second. 1.2 second delay, dude.
I would be looting a lot more, but I don't have any backpacks yet.
I do.
I just got 1. I got 1, and it has a little bit of food and a little bit of water and some extra weapons. I'm not sure what level this guy gets his dual wield. Do you remember?
I think it's
13.
level 13, level 12, somewhere around in there. No, it's not long. It doesn't take long for him to get him.
This guy's gonna kick some serious butt when I get him dual wield. I mean, he's already just a beast.
Warriors are amazing, dude. Just be patient. Level 45 will come, and you'll be much, much happier as far as aggro.
If I can get that venomous axe of whatever it was called, that one procs at level 1, and it does something like 120 dot or direct damage.
The brute chill?
It's the one from Velks.
I think you're talking about the venomous axe of the brood chill, and I've actually thought about buying that for Thuum because I hear it's an excellent weapon.
Well, for Lobies, they say going up to like level 40, it's good.
I think it's 11 damage, man. I think it would be good for Thuum, dude. I'm telling you, it's a really good weapon.
It is a really good weapon.
What it costs?
Yeah, it's close to 2K, 1.8. Depending on if you can get it on the right price.
It's not bad for something that would proc that early, dude. It'd be. Of course, you're still probably going to lose aggro to things like a rogue's backstab and.
I don't know, man.
Shadow Knights are going to have a fairly simple time holding aggro off of you too if they want to.
100 plus damage at level 1 when it procs. If you have a decent amount of dex, that's going to kill a creature right off the bat at level 1.
What is
just
your
one proc? Mine's a little bit higher because I did put my points into it because my guy's maxed out for in game, so his dex is 99.
It's not bad. That's better than what Thuum was. I had no idea that I should have pumped a bunch of points into dex, or I would have.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were going into it and you're playing a barbarian. Barbarians are a little different. It said basically if you're playing any other race besides the one that I picked, you wanted to go with strength.
Daggone it.
Yeah, you go with strength, but because this guy starts with so much strength as it is, they were like, you're one of the few races that can take advantage of that. Put in some dexterity, because dexterity is a lot harder to get than strength will be at later levels. And, get a little bit easier time doing that. So I was like, hey, I give it a shot. I never played an ogre, and if I can be a little bit better because I'm so fat, then hey, I'll take advantage of that, right? Because
I would definitely recommend what AC is talking about for a Warrior 2, guys. Your dex is your proc, and it's very important. It's a lot more important than I realized it would be for
experience?
a Warrior. Yeah, we did. Yes, sir.
Ooh, that was close.
He's right on the money. Dex is very important for Warriors. It's definitely something that if you're planning on rolling a Warrior, you definitely want to. I would say, how many points did you pump into it, AC?
I put the entire 20 points. I think that was the highest you can put into it, 20, and then 5 points into strength. I would say it's important, but
I would go with stamina, dude. The more hit points you have as a warrior, the more damage you'll be able to soak up. I would say dex and stamina, but that's just me, guys. That's just me. You definitely want to make your own choices, make your own decisions. I'm fine with. I mean, you could put them all in charisma. You could want to play a pretty up.
My guy's 29 in charisma.
Go ahead.
My guy's 29 in charisma right now, so he's about the least charismatic person you could possibly have.
My charisma's 45, so I'm much prettier than you are, actually.
Yeah, my guy, he has boils that occasionally explode on his face, and they aim right towards the people he's talking to. So the people are like, I don't want to be anywhere near that guy.
Shaman. All right.
To be honest though, a warrior, he goes through stages because at in-game AC, your what have they armor? What does it stand for? Armor something?
Armor class?
Armor class, there you go. Armor class is king. Like, that's going to be the most important stat beyond anything else, beyond strength, beyond stamina, everything. Because having your stamina maxed out to 235 or 55 is only going to give you, and I think they worked it out, I saw it on the website when I was looking at it on the wiki, it's only an extra few hundred here and there. So it's not a huge deal. It does come in handy, but it's not going to be something you're going to, want to go overly for at high levels. At low levels, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, it takes a little while. These guys got a lot of hit points.
Yeah, we're now clearing Squire, so we might want to start backtracking. Actually, spiders are starting to spawn.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Spiders have been great experience, man. Oh my god, I've already got 2 yellows, dude. What the crap?
I know, man. It's nuts.
Crazy. Just think.
What level am I, guys? I gotta go. Meditate. Gotta go train meditate.
Yeah, you don't need it this moment.
No, not this moment. You're right. I want it though. I want meditate really badly.
Yeah,
that's one of the things I'm desperate for.
What level are you now?
I want dual wield.
Level 8. Level 8, halfway through almost.
Wait till level 9 then, because level 9 you get your next spells anyway.
I do get my next spells, and I'm pretty sure this guy's got some decent money in the bank too.
I hope so, because he's butt naked, man. And when I say butt naked, I mean
he has
like
no gear, dude. He does, very little gear on this guy.
Like fugly butt naked.
Yeah, he's got. Let's see, he's got.
He got a G-string that's not quite as sexy as my. What was that shirt you were telling me about, where it was like boobs on the back instead of the plumber's crack?
Oh yeah. There was a woman's. What do you call that? Boob crack? What do you call that? Cleavage, yeah. Boob crack.
Boob crack, man. We just made a new name for
crack.
it.
I just invented a new thing. Oh no, but her cleavage is showing, but that's all you see is the top of her cleavage, and that's where the bottom of the shirt ends, so that the plumber's butt cheeks look like her boobs, and the jeans look like her shirt.
And
so it's literally
it's like those naked playing cards.
Go ahead and end the video on butt crack boobs.
There we
boob
go.
Crack. Yeah, boob crack. All right.
So I hope you all enjoyed. This is Cypher Deck. Please check out AC Gamer's channel and also Hydros Inc. They have all kinds of games that I'm absolutely sure you would enjoy. And just give them love, guys. Give them love. That's all they want. That's all I want.
Love, sweet love, baby.
Especially chickens, guys.
Chicken.
All right, guys. This is Cypher Deck.
I'm AC
Peace
Gamer.
out. Oh, and
Hydros Inc.
we'll talk to you later, guys.
Subscribe. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.